Hey, what's up? It's Creatures. You're hanging with the Creatures. Hey, let's get down together. Stick around. Let's learn a little bit about me. Where have I been? I've had a couple of people ask me, "Where did you go? Why haven't you been streaming this whole time?" But first, let's do some stuff for you to be entertained. I know my voice is sexy, but beyond that, let's get a little hip hop going. Nothing in particular. Let's listen to that in the background. Hopefully that sounds good. Let's get some crazy TV. I'll put this down in the link below. This is Liquid Television called Off the Air. It's Adult Swim. It was on when I was younger. Oh, not a kid, but it's been around for a while. So let's throw this in the background. Hit a little play. Let's watch this doggy real quick, because this is cool. You think this is during the GoPro time? I think this was, I don't know, maybe this was after the GoPro time. But yeah, let's watch this. He'll go down to the beach real quick, just so we're not completely distracted, because I don't want to lose you while you're watching this visual. Oh, my ears just, sorry. I got plugs in my ears, and sometimes when I have my headsets on, they get a little itchy. To the water. Oh yeah, there we go, Liquid. Okay, so I've had a few comments here and there on a couple of my different social media and streaming platforms. Really, I'm just on YouTube. First off, you gotta let me know if you want me to stream live more. We can do that more. A couple times a week. If this is really hard, I do stream. I'm not used to having people watch, and some people jump in, see people come and go. So it is a fun thing. I don't see anything harm in it. Long time ago, I had this really, I'm just going to call him what he is, a fucking prick. And he said some shit. And it was regarding my daughter who was streaming with us, because we were doing some Minecraft at that time. And it was pretty sick. And so I didn't want to do it again. And then I kind of slowly got back into it. So let's see. And that was a while ago. So who cares about that? Let's talk about what happened just recently. So I ended up going through a couple of different things in the last month, and about 2 weeks to 3 weeks, around November 25th. I think that was like a Monday or something. A really special person dear to my heart ended up leaving the relationship that we were in. I guess the traditional word would be boyfriend, girlfriend. We were just hanging out, having a really good time. We happened to cross paths. Can't say those words together for some reason. And I'm going to truly miss her, because she was somebody unique and somebody genuine. I guess just genuine. I am very cynical. I have a business of my own that I deal with the public 32 hours a week, and I serve them beer. It's a tap house, so I serve them beer, and I have axe throwing, and it's hard because I deal with a lot of entitled and privileged assholes in this world. And so the big thing for me is that it's hard when they come in and go, "You need to do this, and why don't you do that?" Well, I never go into their house, and I never tell them your wall should be black and you should have more TVs or more computers or stuff like that. Kind of vague, but hopefully that makes the point get across. But anyway, so very cynical. And then I didn't date for a long time, about 8 years. And I had people in my life tell me, the right person's going to come along. You're going to meet somebody. I ended up meeting her. We'll just call her M. And she ended up having friends saying, "Wow, 8 years, red flags." So I'm a Scorpio, November baby. When I like you, I like you. I want to give you all my support in the world. I give you my all. But being cynical for so long, and I'll stop saying that word over and over again, but stop for being that way for so long, I just ended up feeling like everybody was just out for themselves. It was a rarity to meet other people here and there. And I've met a few people, and I can call them my friends, and they know who they are. And but beyond them, it was just meeting so many people who were like, as a small business owner, constantly going, give, 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 take, 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 take. How can I screw you over? How can I get a discount? How can I do this? How can I do that? Just to, instead of just coming in and enjoying it, you know? And so I get it. That's the world and that's the culture. And none of that's personal. It's just nobody in particular I can remember right now in this conversation of going, hey, this is how this person was. And let me tell you these stories. And you can really judge me on that level without really getting to know me. And my philosophy is you have my number, then you can judge me. If I have your number, I can judge you. Until then, we don't really know each other. So going back to my ex-girlfriend, we were struggling at the end to spend time with each other, to see each other, to really nourish the relationship. She had taken something that is going to be life-changing for her, and something I'm very proud of her to do. And I hope she understands. I'm not worried she won't watch this, but I hope that she understands that I was trying my hardest to support her. And we'll circle back around the support, because I think that was a little overwhelming for her. But November 28th, around that time, we ended up separating and cut ties like hardcore. Just stepped on the brakes. It was over. It was done. And that was hard for me, because you let somebody in your life and you really want them to stick around. And I just wasn't the one. So with that being said, that was really hard for me, because it was a long time I wasn't even looking, and she definitely knows all that. When we first met, it was so, like, at the time, I didn't think it was cute and adorable. She was just a person that I happened to come across, and she was trying to hang out with me, and I didn't think she was hanging out with me. I thought she was hanging out with other people, and she was trying to get me involved on a level that we were spending time together, which I'm so happy that she did that. I kind of felt like I tell this story where, like, we would go out, and a couple of people would want her to go out, not really me, but she wanted me to come along. So I came along, and I kind of felt like a chaperone. And then a couple of times of doing that, she was like, I have a crush on you. And I'm like, no, you don't. She was like, can I get your number? And I'm like, no. And I wrote some stuff on the coaster, and only that's for her eyes. And after a couple hours of thinking, okay, maybe she does want my number, but I was, since at that point, still like, and it wasn't in that order, but I wasn't really, I don't know, somebody came into my life that was very special. I don't know if you believe in, like, God, or if you believe in whatever you believe in, is to have somebody live 30 minutes away, find your place, come back multiple times, have a good time. And that shows a lot about who we are and our customer care and everything. And so I was proud of that, to have another regular become a regular, or another person become a regular. And then sticking around and saying, like, I like you. So me, the cynic that I am, I changed that word, so I kind of broke it down a little bit shorter for you. That I thought I would never meet anybody. And I happened to meet her. So it was just harder to break up. It was harder to let go. It was harder to give up, because my philosophy in life, my morals, my ethics are not in line with hers. Does not mean she's bad at all. We were very compatible. We got along great. We talked for hours on the phone. So now you're wondering, okay, then what happened? Why did it end if it was so great? Well, going back to the support, I'll tell you here in a second, or here in about a minute. She decided to go after her dream, and that was to become a tattoo artist. And this very well known, I don't know if they're well known. I hear a lot of people talk about them, and I'm really educated in the tattoo world, I guess, per se. And so a very well-known tattoo parlor she went to said, "Hey, do you want to be an apprentice?" Long story short. And she said, "Dave, what do you think about this?" And I said, "Go for it. And that I would support you and I'm proud of you." And then we brought up, I don't remember exactly in the conversation and the details and everything, but she said, "Hey, do you see anything wrong with this?" And I go, I don't think we're going to be together." And it had nothing to do with my selfishness. It had to do with the fact that she only has so much to give. And I was aware of that. I mean, we all only have so much to give. And it was getting harder and harder because she was figuring out things with her full-time job that she went to college for to use her degree. And now she's trying to be an apprentice, and she's going to start working 7 days a week. And she's falling asleep on me while I'm falling asleep on her because we're tired and getting exhausted because her days are long. Not really I'm not getting exhausted, just her warmth and her smell and her cuddles put me to sleep. So that was a little bit different. And I know I did the same for her. And getting really concerned. And, there were just, I don't want to say red flags. They were just notifications that were popping up of where we were going to end. And I know I don't know anything. I really don't know anything. So I'm the worst person to ask. Definitely not a lawyer. Definitely not an advisor. Not a life coach. None of these things. So we were seeing each other less and less. She wanted to come out here, and when she did, she was super tired, and I totally understood. Like, I completely respected that and honored that, and wanted her to be happy and be well rested. And a couple of conversations, you get a little drinks in you. I get a little emotional. She and I had some conversations about, being tired, and she's not hanging out with her friends, not talking to her friends that much, or her family. And I don't know how much, there's different gauges, and how much is too much and how much is too little. I don't know any of that. I just was taking her word and listening to her. And she wanted to tell me that she felt the same way about us. Like, don't take it personal. She didn't really use that word, but she was trying to say, "Hey, I'm not talking to my family. I'm not talking to my friends as much, and so I'm doing this to everybody." And like, she was feeling bad, guilt. I don't know. Bad, definitely. And so the thing was that I started reaching for more and more, and I think I'm guessing. Guessing's probably better than the word thinking, but I'm guessing that I was giving so much that, man, that's a burden you got to carry, and I don't want to, I didn't want her to feel guilty. I just wanted her to know that I was there, and I was trying to cheer her up. I was trying to think of everything I possibly can think of to cheer her up and be for her. And that can be overwhelming. So it definitely overwhelmed her. And yeah, I'm sad. I'm very sad because I met somebody, you meet anybody that's super cool, and you lose them or they lose you. And you hear all these things, you read all these things like, "Oh, it was for the better and somebody else is going to come along." I don't want any of that. I don't care. None of that matters to me. Like, I'm happy going back into my lifestyle of gaming for you guys and girls, and streaming and making all these crazy videos and everything going forward and stuff like that, and just being busy and working at the tap house, and hopefully trying not to be so cynical. And this is my release of being a cynic, is playing these games and hanging out with you all, which I love. So that happened. Okay, that was kind of a long story, and I want the best for her. I hope I am truly gonna miss her. I miss her now, so I'm gonna be missing her for a long time. And I think about her a lot, and so I'm just happy that she's going after her career and doing something that she needs to do in her life. And I completely understand all of that. And I want the best for her and I want her to be happy. So she's definitely going to be missed. And so anyway, so then I moved. Had nothing to do, like we weren't living together, had nothing to do with the relationship. I was already planning to move. Saw an opportunity to get into a new place. And then this is going to be a really quick story because of the fact that having that sadness, going through that loss, which I don't like saying, but it was a loss, is that then right after that, I was packing, I was getting everything all set, packed up the kitchen, packed up the living room. I mean, packed up the whole house and put in the kitchen, put in the living room, had everything set up. Went through this moving company called All My Sons, which was friggin' fucking, oh my God, horrible. And I'll tell you why here. And I hate talking about this. I've said so many people tell me, how was the move? And going forward, if you ever ask anyone how's the move, just automatically cut that and just say, the move sucked, didn't it? Moves are horrible, whatever. Don't, unless they really want to tell you stuff. It's a shitty thing to be like, how's the move? And then have them go, oh, it was so good. Or, oh, it was horrible. And then just cut it off. And then people go, why? What was good about it? What was horrible about it? So let me tell you what was horrible about my move. All My Sons. Did my research online, found them. They were the ones to get back to me quickest. They were on top of it. I was thinking, man, these guys know what they're doing. Big company, see them around everywhere. Had a couple of people say, you need a mover. I was thinking, no, I shouldn't. Sure, you save money, but at the same time, it's your stuff. And I have a lot of sweet gear because I collect a lot of retro systems and like my computer setup. If you want to know more about it, I can do a video on it. Right now I have 6 cameras and I have 5 monitors, and yes, that's just the tip of the iceberg. But the thing is so call these guys up, get them all set up. They're really nice online, pretty dope and everything. To talk to the management. I don't know why I said dope. Pre-professional. This is a better word. Then the guys show up Sunday morning. They show up, 3 young bucks, seem pretty fit, seem like they had enough energy, more than this old man here, and that they were going to easily get this done. I look over at my son and go, hey, they're probably going to get this done in like 3 hours here and maybe 2 hours to unload it really quick. Well, these a-holes, not all of them. There were 3 of them. One was super nice. The other 2 were a-holes. And why do I say that? Was because they were during, I thought, like I said, maybe 6 hours. Because they're in their young 20s, mid-20s, thought they were going to get things done really quick, young, healthy. Took them 9.5 hours. Broke 18 different things. Talked about getting fired from their other job because of smoking weed and running into a pole. The weed thing, I don't care about. But running into a pole under the influence, that's a different story with the corporation. It has nothing to do with me. Got fired just recently from another job. The other gentleman didn't have any type of work from his boss as in construction, which in Colorado we're growing so big here. I was a little puzzled by that. He kept calling and then until he said he called his boss like 2 weeks and his boss was ignoring him. So you can guess. Then the third guy, the one I said was, I don't know what I said. He was a really nice guy. He was a father. He'd been with the business for a while. He worked his butt off. So the new guy, who was the carpenter, who just got on board that day, loaded the truck for me. Couldn't fit everything in there. They left so much, it took my son and I another 8 hours to move the rest of our crap. On top of the 9.5 hours that it took them to move, they went on lunch. They said it would only be 30 minutes. They were gone for an hour and a half. Oh, the list goes on. So anyways, not here to be a victim. Just wanted to let you know that I went through a loss in my life that to a amazing, beautiful butterfly named M, and then had to deal with another corporate shitty company. So I just laid in bed. I just didn't want to be motivated. I didn't want to unpack. I didn't want to do anything. I just wanted to drink beer. I drink beer, so I own a tap house. I don't know if I said that, but I want to drink some beer and just get lost. And yeah, so a month and 3 weeks. And then I started streaming a couple weeks ago, pumping out videos for you left and right. Going to keep doing that. So what's new for 2023? Let's just say we are going to end up doing puzzles. Yeah, you guys are going to watch me put puzzles together. I don't care if you like it or not. You just like and subscribe and keep doing it. I'm going to color. Why not? Bought all these cool Sharpies. I want to color some stuff. We're going to do some podcasting. We're going to talk about some music. I hope you like music. Look at this video in the background you've been watching, which is pretty crazy. Hopefully I can, this old man knowledge, drizzle some of that onto you. I don't know if drizzle was the right word to use. It's funny because I'm very facetious and I was thinking sprinkle maybe. And then I was like, nope. But anyways, and then gaming, and let me know if you want me to live stream doing some trailers, movies, and game releases. So much stuff is coming out. I don't want to watch The Last of Us like I did last night and then do a review on it and ruin it because I'm looking through my feed and everyone's like, what they've changed and all this stuff in their titles, and I'm like, what if I didn't see it tonight? So I don't want to be that type of person. There's so many out there. But yeah, we can talk about music, we can do drawing, we can do podcasting. I meant to say coloring. I don't draw. Podcasting, puzzles, Lego making. I forgot that one. Yeah, I got the cameras. I got the hardware. Let me just know what you would like to see more of. I got a lot of games. I get hooked on like things like Fallout 76. I'm excited for Starfield. But yeah, I could talk about that in another video. We don't need to talk about that here. But yeah, wow, that really made me sad about Emily talking about her out loud. But I'm here. I'm back. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna enjoy ourselves. You're gonna tell your friends. You're gonna tell your families. You're gonna tell your mom, your dad, your grandmother, your grandfather, your aunts, your uncles. You get it. And we're gonna get to 1,000 people by 2030. Yeah, I said that. 2030. Getting to 1,000 people. Let me become a partner. Make me a YouTube partner so we can just hang out and chit chat. And I'd like to do some contests where I give away Amazon cards and I give away some Steam cards. I'd like to do a weekly if I can get enough people. It's the juggle of trying to figure it out, but I'll put that in a video of what I want to do. But yeah, so that's where I've been. I regretted doing this for a long time because of the fact that I'm just going to talk, and I talk a lot, and hopefully that all made sense. And I'm now using my hands. What up, hands? So like, subscribe, love humanity, love each other. Let's get known together. I hope you have a good time. Hope you have a good weekend, good week, good night, good morning, good day, wherever you're at in this world. I'll see you soon. I'll see you soon. I'll see you soon. I love you all. Thank you for listening. And I really want to say peace out.